Hi, Bhargav. It's Wednesday, the 24th of May. Here's the heads up brief for today. For the Southeast Asia production, we covered 13 issues. North Asia, we covered 6, and for Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 7. South Asia, we covered 12 issues, plus the major issues in Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Hey, Uday, that's a lot of issues. Can we move on to the major issues today?
Yeah. In Indonesia, over 1,000 palm oil workers have been protesting in North Kalimantan for the last 2 days. They're demanding increased wages and for the company to stick to paying them uh, as per the minimum wage set by the government. This is not uncommon, but the protest is pretty large scale and it is happening on the site of two companies, which has disrupted operations there.
All right, let's keep a close eye on this, Uday. Thank you.
Yeah. In Thailand, the leader of the Palang Pracharat Party, Tawat Wongsuwan, has said that he will not step down after his party, which is the current ruling party, suffered a massive loss in the recent elections.
All right, more political drama. Thanks.
In Myanmar, People's Defense Forces attacked military troops guarding the Myanmar-China gas pipeline in the Mandalay region yesterday. This is the second attack of its kind.
Yes, that's a matter of concern for businesses in the country under military rule. They are unable to protect key business assets, especially with a key partner that is China.
Yep. And in Timor-Leste, there's calls to replace the secretary and leader of the Friedman Party, which suffered a big loss in the recent elections.
All right, thanks.
Moving over to South Asia, in Pakistan, around 50 Taliban Pakistan terrorists attacked a Hungarian-owned oil and gas exploration site in Hangu and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. They targeted two wells and security forces. Two private security guards were killed, and four Frontier Constabulary Security Force personnel were also killed.
Yes, Uday, the security forces in the area, they seem to be quite capable of mounting a large-scale attack, which we have covered multiple times. In fact, you have written multiple assessments on that. However, the focus here is that of the ability of the security forces and the private security, for that matter, to guard against a scale of that scale. The attack is quite startling and is indicative of the inability of the security forces in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, for that matter, in protecting major business establishments. In Balochistan, this has led to a massive international lawsuit. Pakistan has suffered on that front. They have settled at the end, but they got to pick up the pace and make sure that the businesses are protected. Otherwise, the economy is suffering and it'll suffer further.
Yeah, definitely. And also regarding Pakistan, the former lawmaker and former human rights minister Shireen Mazari announced her resignation from the PTI yesterday, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. She is one of the prominent members of the PTI, and this resignation is a big blow. It also comes as several other PTI leaders have resigned. So it seems that the government and the military are being able to suppress PTI to some degree and isolating Imran Khan.
Yes, so this has become a bit of a mockery of the judicial process under law enforcement in the country. She's being arrested for nearly sixth or the seventh time now in the span of last month or so. So she's being arrested immediately after getting bail, literally in front of the courthouse. So the situation is not good on the ground level. There needs to be far more concerted effort on the opposition front to ensure that the ruling party is held accountable. And that seems like a far-fetched idea at this point.
Yeah. And lastly, Bhargav, regarding the Russia-Ukrainian conflict, there was a major incident within Russia's borders yesterday in Belgorod region. At least one person was killed and over a dozen people were injured. This is after pro-Ukrainian sabotage groups engaged in on-ground clashes with Russian forces, which is rare to see on the Russian side of the border.
All right. Thank you then. Nothing else from my end.
Thanks.